I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for the Rake and Recluse, Chapter 9, Lily. You're sweeping the floor in the hall outside the library when Fairy's voice catches your ear. I assure you, brother, Francine is the safest woman in all of England as far as my intentions are concerned. I don't know what to make of it, Mary. She's a paradox. They're clearly discussing Francine. I should listen in. After everything Francine's done for me, the least I can do is report some gossip back to her. You edge closer to the door until your ears nearly press to the keyhole. I simply have no idea why she draws me the way she does. Good God, man, you really don't see it. That I am besotted with her, that was not to do with love. Yes, well, perhaps it's not love, then. Just merely lust. But tell me again about these ankles that have you all Woo, here's a word! Ensorcelled. There's a pause. Perry. Yes. The tension in the room has shifted. How much do you remember of Mother? Is that what you were? Has you panicked? Barry's dropped his rakish attitude. There's a note of genuine sympathy in his voice. Gideon, you suffered much more than I. When we were young, you protected me from the reality and didn't speak on the circumstances. And as such, I am not sure I can aid you in this matter. What I do remember is that she was very light and air to me, the embodiment of love and spirit. Gideon sighs as Grace's voice has gone hoarse with emotion. Yes, that she was. Do you remember the end? This is getting awfully personal and feels wrong to snoop on this. Still, I've wondered about this for so long. Perhaps I should move away. 'Tis only respectful after everything His Grace has done for me. I could not bear to invade his privacy. Gather your cleaning supplies and continue down the hall. Bang, bang, bang! The sound startles you so severely you drop your broom. Your heart is racing. Keep it together, Lily. It was only the door. You scurry to the front hall, frantically smoothing your skirts and apron. You swing open the massive front door, hoping you don't look as frightened as you feel. A middle-aged man and a woman stand on the doorstep. They're well dressed, but there is something foreign and haughty in their manner. Good afternoon. How may I help you? Help me? The man is bug-eyed with anger. He speaks with a heavy French accent. Help me? I tell you how you can help me, young miss. You can tell your duke to give me back my daughter. Oh. Well, isn't this awkward? He speaks French. Your knees weaken with shock. You cling to the doorknob and try to decide what to do. Please, mademoiselle. I should go to His Grace at once. Situate them in the parlor first. Go to Francine at once. Situate them in the parlor at first. I see. This is a grave matter indeed. Keep it together, Lily, one step at a time. If you will follow me into the parlor, I will see that His Grace finds you immediately. The man humps again. He seems torn between impatience and satisfaction. You lead the couple from the front hall and to the nearby parlor. Would you like any refreshments while I fetch the Duke? The mother looks like she's about to ask for something when her husband interrupts. I would like a damned explanation, but I see I shall be waiting some time. You flush. I'll just go fetch His Grace then. See that you do. Oh, will you do us a French battle where you pull off your glove and smack him across the face? Is that what you would do if your impatience impedes your patience? You close the door carefully behind you and tear down the hall to the library. You fling open the door without knocking. The Duke and Viscount stare at you with annoyance and shock, respectively. Yes, Miss Lily. What is it? Your Grace, you must come at once. Francine's parents are here. Following His Grace's direction, you oversee the couple as they situate themselves in the parlor. They're speaking to each other in rapid, angry French. I'm not speaking it, goddammit! I'm not doing it! I do hope His Grace comes soon. No sooner have you thought it than the door swings open. The Duke and his brother stride into the room with supreme confidence. It's a wonder, considering I know how shocked they were when I first told them. Francine's supposed parents spring to their feet. Madam, Monsieur, I am His Grace, Gideon Trimble, Duke of Roxley. I know very well who you are. Then it is polite for you to return the favor. May I ask your names? The man crosses his arms over his significant belly. I am Monsieur Gideon Larrabee. You stifle a gasp. They have the same last name. And this is my wife. Does your wife have a name? The Monsieur glares at Perry. Oh oui, it is Madame Marguerite Larrabee. The husband looks at you down his long nose. You, servant girl, some tea for my wife and me. We've come a long way, and could do with some refreshments. Spasm of irritation passes over Gideon's brow. After a moment, he nods. Certainly, Your Grace. Yeah, typically when you walked into another man's house, you didn't give them orders. You asked if it would. You would distinguish yourself and then go and ask the Grace if it would be okay if you would have something to parch your thirst. Actually, spell this. Oh, be extra polite. You pour the tea with practiced dignity. The father grabs it from you roughly, but the mother takes her cup with shaky hands. She meets your eyes and gives a gentle thanks. She has Francine's eyes. You feel an ache of sympathy. Don't fret, miss. If Francine is your daughter, I promise she's been well cared for. She blinks at you in teary surprise. Thank you, mademoiselle. Enough niceties. Do you or do you not have our daughter hostage on your premises? I do not have anyone hostage. Duke straightens to his full, intimidating height. The Frenchman cowers. I do have a guest on my premises, a young woman who ran out in front of my carriage in some distress. She was injured, and we brought her here to tend to her. Oh, it is our Madeleine. The mother is teary with delight. The Duke's brow furrows. I am afraid the young woman in question has little recollection of her life before colliding with the carriage. She does claim her name to be Francine, not Madeline. Oh, that's right, she claimed... Okay. The woman collapses back on the set. Whatever games you are playing, we demand our daughter back. She was promised to another, and you have taken her unlawfully. There's a pause. The Duke absorbs this information. I see. Well, as you say, she has not been taken, nor is she being held against her will. Dare say she was fleeing someone who had far worse intentions than I. You flinch. Perry gives you a concerned look. His Grace turns to you. There's a sympathetic look in his eye. Miss Lily, you may excuse yourself if you wish. I'll take the out, actually, thank you. The room suddenly feels claustrophobic. The air of the hall should be much welcome. Thank you, Your Grace. You slip from the room, but make sure not to close the door all the way. I've already eavesdropped once today. You press your ear to the cracked door. You hear the conversation clearly on the other side. Why are you so convinced of my nefarious intentions? I received a letter from Lord Hebrewold, Madeleine's betrothed. He claims she was taken from him on your land. There's an ominous pause where you try to picture the tense scene. If I might have a moment alone to speak with my brother. You don't have time to jump back from the door as Perry swings it open on you. He stares at you, bemused. I suppose you heard all that then? You nod guiltily. Good. Perhaps you can help me talk some sense into my brother. Gideon follows after, and they close the door behind them. Me? Doc sends him to the Duke? Perry always did have a strange idea. Gideon, listen. We can deal with this help award chap later. Right now, we must concentrate on the facts. Francine has had a terrible accident. She either doesn't remember her life before or claims not to. Frankly, neither bodes well. If this is her father, finding him was your intention to begin with, was it not? It was. Then very well. This could be a good thing. The search ends here, and you're free to pursue. Barry does seem to know how to countenance the idea. Pursue what you will with Francine. But the letter be damned. What say you, Lily? Your eyes widen. Me, my lord? Yes, you. You know Francine better than all of us. Has she ever spoken of her parents? Do you trust these Larrabees? Tell them what I think. It seems to me, sirs, that Monsieur is more interested in Francine's broken engagement than her safety. He strikes me as a man who doesn't like to lose. The best way to prove him wrong is to bring Francine in and show him. See? Absolute genius. Harry grins, and you feel your stomach clench into nods. Always ask a woman in the matters of her heart, I say. Very well. Lily, could you? Of course, Your Grace. You race up the stairs to find Francine. Oh boy, I'm actually kind of liking this. It's. I feel like Chapters has, 1, the music's got better. 2, their story writing and everything, their team is getting better. Remember how everything started out comically bad? Oh god. And it's got somewhat enjoyable over time. With that being said, we got one more chapter of the Rake and Recluse up next. And without further ado, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, hit that little bell for notifications. And head down the description below. Links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. And without further notice, I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.